What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Hello, sisters. Hello, Lee Perry. Hello, Mrs. Perry. And Kira Perry. We got the whole family here. Well, hello, Perrys. What's going on, everybody? Little something different today. Obviously, as you can tell from the title, we are not doing what we normally do here. We are going to watch the state of play from PlayStation about the new Harry Potter, well, Hogwarts, I guess, overall game, not just specifically Harry Potter. A lot of people ask me, especially since now we have, by the way, happy St. Patrick's Day. Since we have with Call of Duty, we obviously have, and I play normally if we're getting new people here that I haven't seen before. So hello to all of you, welcome. Stanislav, hello, what's going on? Normally I play Call of Duty Zombies on this channel, and since we're gonna have 3 years of basically no new content for that, a lot of people asking me, what am I gonna play? Am I gonna play anything different? Am I considering playing anything different? Well, I love the Harry Potter series. Now I'm talking about the books. Specifically the books. I absolutely love the books. I have read all of them more than once. Some of them I've read quite a few times. There's a couple on the shelf behind me, including The Cursed Child, which was the play that they did on Broadway. Not canon. Sorry. Don't care what J.K. Rowling says. Not canon. But I do love the series, and then I do really enjoy the films as well. Obviously, I mean, what's better than the books? Doesn't matter what the series is or what, the book is compared to the movie. Books are always better. But I do love the films as well. And I've actually never played any of the Harry Potter games. So this is something that I am definitely looking forward to, though. I remember seeing it as like a brief video. I can't even remember what it was for. But I'm very curious about it, and this is definitely something that I would like to play on my channel. So we're going to watch the state of play from PlayStation. It goes live in 11 minutes, or just under 11 minutes. So we're going to watch it and kind of react to it as it's happening, and we will see what we see, basically. Will the game have multiplayer, legendary game moments? I don't know. I really don't know anything about it. I'm going to find out along with you guys. I'm the kind of person also, like, if I know a movie's coming out or a TV show or something, whatever, that's coming up, I don't want to watch a trailer for it. Like, I want to watch, like, the initial trailer for it, go, okay, that looks good. Just the teaser. I don't want to know too much. I don't want things spoiled for me. I want to experience it fresh and new as it's happening, as I'm either playing it or watching it or doing whatever. So I didn't get into any kind of spoilers with this whatsoever. I'm going to see all this stuff for the very first time, again, along with you guys. So I'm learning what it is as you're learning what it is. I really don't know. Can't wait. I think I'm going to wet myself. All right, Lee. Take it easy there. Take it easy. How did you guys come to the Harry Potter series, by the way? Because I was actually... or in which form did you come into it? Was it the books? Was it the films? Did you play like there was the Lego games from a while back as well? One of them actually looked really good to me, and I never did play it. I don't know why. I can't even remember what it was called, but I was actually dating this girl, and she had a younger brother, and she started talking about, oh, yeah, and he's reading, the Harry Potter stuff. And I was kind of like, oh, huh? Yeah, no, I never got into that. And she's like, well, you should read them. And I was like, it's a kid's book. I'm not going to read a kid's book. What are you talking about? She's like, no, it's way more than just like a kid's book. Like that's not even remotely doing it justice. You can't just call it a kid's book. That's not right. And I was like, but it is. It's a kid's book. And finally, I ended up renting the first movie, watching that, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm in. So then I went and got the books, and I started reading through the books, and it was like, it was, so to me, like, the first movie is, like, the best movie in a way, because I hadn't read the books yet, so I didn't have the experience of knowing everything that you learn in the books and then seeing the film and all the stuff that gets taken out, obviously. You know, like you can't film the entirety of a book, especially even like with the, you know, the Deathly Hallows that they broke up into 2 movies. Like, you're not even going to come close to touching what's in the entirety of that book. In 2 films, in 3 films, you could do a whole year's worth of like a whole series, and you still wouldn't get to the end of it. So, the books to me will always be the best part of the Harry Potter series. And now I did hear the actual. Again, I started reading the play, The Cursed Child. You can see on my shelf back there. And I actually didn't even finish it. And I was just kind of like, wait, this is kind of taking away or rewriting basically some of the stuff that happened in the original series of books that, like, this doesn't really make sense to me. So I stopped reading it. I just kind of wanted to leave it alone. I was like, you know what? The series to me is just kind of perfect. So we have very bad quality on the live stream. Why is that? I got 1080p here, man. 1080, 60 frames. I don't know. Try refreshing. To me, though, it says it's in great condition. So try refreshing your stream. So yeah, I just kind of stopped reading it, but I heard the actual stage production itself was incredible. Like, they pulled off some stuff that has never been pulled off before. Just like amazing effects, stuff they were able to kind of like, you know, kind of like incorporate what you would think of from like a magician show or something. But I don't know. I didn't get to see it. Kira, the books, I saw the play. It was awesome. Oh, cool. Bad for me too. The stream is bad for you. Everything I got showing here is in excellent condition, and I have it actually pulled up on a second channel as well, directly from my, like, on my page, and it's again 1080p, 60 frames. So I don't know why. Again, just try refreshing, because everything on my end says it's in good condition. I'm just checking everything, and everything's good, so I don't know. I don't know why that would be. Yeah, everything looks fine. Anyway, so hopefully you can refresh, and hopefully it'll get better for you. So we got 5 minutes left until this goes live, and then we'll see what we see. But I'm actually really looking forward to this. I don't know. It kind of has from the thumbnail of it. We can actually pop in here. And it was basically, there it is right there. It kind of looks almost like they're going to go in a, like a Link Zelda kind of a thing almost, but they're live right now, so they're probably just doing like some music and stuff, whatever. It doesn't go actually officially, go live for another 5.5 minutes. So we'll keep it here. I'm gonna turn down the volume on it a bit though for right now, just as we're chatting, and then I'll turn their volume back up once we get started. Well, once they get started, really. And watch this. I'm actually kind of excited about this. So, Thunder Exo Zombies versus the Blur Pressure. Oh my god, dude. We'll see. Now here's the thing. Again, normally my channel is Call of Duty Zombies. That's what I do here. Play it live. If this is, I don't have any idea how long this is going to be. If it's very short, I will play through Carrier one time on Exo Zombies. One time. If this goes a little bit longer, then that's just going to be the stream for the day. And then we'll get back to it tomorrow. And again, I stream Monday through Friday. 12 noon Pacific time is when it starts. And then we go for however long we go for. Usually around 4 to 5 hours. It just kind of depends. But Monday through Friday, noon Pacific time. 3 p.m. Eastern. 8 p.m. GMT, I think. So we'll see what's going on with this. But I'm looking forward to it. And again, I've never actually played a Harry Potter game. So this could be awesome. I think this was kind of one of their big tent poles that they have, like, you know, they were setting up. Like, this could be a major thing. And if you guys know, I tried since they came out to get a PS5, and I could never get one. Like, they're just sold out instantly. The bots buy them up, and then they resell them on, you know, eBay and whatnot for 3 times the price, and I'm not doing that. But this is going to be a PlayStation exclusive, as far as I know, right? So now I'm thinking, like, oh man, do I have to go try to track one of these PlayStation 5s down now? Like, I don't know. But I might have to get a PS5. We'll see. What was everybody's favorite book or movie? Like, what in the series was the best, do you think? For me, I think it's either 4 or 5. So either Goblet of Fire or Order of the Phoenix. And I think I probably lean toward Order of the Phoenix, but I don't know. It's pretty close. Again, I like them all. There's no bad one for me. I will say the only movie that I kind of really like is just kind of, didn't really cut it, is the second one. Chamber of Secrets. That for me, it really just didn't, it wasn't great. It was very faithful to the books, but it was just kind of, I don't know, it seemed like they had like 5 sets almost, and it was always like shooting in the same hallway and just kind of from a different angle. We'll look this way now, or then we'll turn it around for another scene and look this way, but it's like all in the same kind of sets. Just wasn't a lot to it. 4 was kind of Goblet of Fire. The book was amazing, and the movie was just, again, there was so much in it that it was very hard. It'd be very hard to faithfully adapt it, and it was still good, but there's just, when you know the books and you're like, oh man, they left out this and this and this and this and this and this, and there's so many things, just like, oh. And then Order of the Phoenix was great too. It's kind of when they really went from, they still have kind of, in 4, they're still kind of, you know, just kids in school, and they're dealing with a lot, but they're still kind of kids. And then in Order of the Phoenix is kind of when they moved into way more of an adult kind of world. I think Order of the Phoenix is probably my favorite. I don't know. How can you say? Like, which child is your favorite? I don't know. 1 minute left, though. 1 minute, we're gonna find out. I'm kind of excited. Kind of very excited. I don't know if I dare get very excited. If you get very excited, you're just let down. I don't want to be let down. Oh, okay. Here we go. 30 seconds left.
Wands at the ready. State of Play is back with an in-depth look at the magic brewing in Hogwarts Legacy.
Okay, everybody's got your wand ready? Can I tell you, I actually do have a wand. I got it at Universal Studios when we went there. I have a wand. Which one? Take a guess.
Lumos.
Alright, so the game's not ready to come out.
What do you think you're doing here, humans? Welcome to Hogwarts Legacy. You're a new student at the famed School of Witchcraft and Wizardry with a unique ability to manipulate powerful ancient magic hidden in the wizarding world. You'll need to uncover what's behind the return of this forgotten magic and who is seeking to harness it to destroy wizard kind, as you may be the one that decides the fate of the entire wizarding world. But before you can study magic and begin to solve these mysteries, you must create the witch or wizard you want to be. When you arrive at Hogwarts, you will be sorted into one of the 4 Hogwarts houses: Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, or Slytherin. After you settle into your dormitory, you will meet up with your housemates in the common room.
100%
You will then need to attend classes, and you do have some catching up to do, as you were starting Hogwarts late as a 5th year.
So you are the new student.
You'll begin your studies attending Charms, Defense Against the Dark Arts, Herbology, and Potions classes, to name a few.
Oh, hello, class. Please welcome the newest rose in our garden.
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge.
The best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
He's Slytherin, you know he's bad. He's gotta be a douche, right?
You may begin.
And right.
Not bad for a beginner.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school.
Here you'll meet your professors and learn to cast spells, grow magical plants, brew potions, and more. In between classes, you'll be able to explore the castle famous for its secrets, enchantments, and mysteries. You'll discover dungeons and secret passageways,
It looks pretty great. I'll give it that.
as well as challenging puzzles that will require magical skill and a clever mind to solve. You may even find yourself in iconic locations you've never been able to explore before. It's the late 1800s, so while the common rooms and classes may be familiar, most of your professors will not be. However, you may recognize a few faces.
All in good fun. Once Sir Patrick lets me join the Headless Hunt, I'll be right there with them. Sovereign is sure to win them over.
Don't forget why I'm here, sir.
You'll come to know this eclectic group of talented witches and wizards in class and while completing side assignments that are part of a special curriculum, ones designed to help you catch up with the other 5th years at your own speed.
Lumos.
Yeah, this is what
Opportunities for adventure abound in the area surrounding Hogwarts. The magical abilities you learn to master through your schoolwork will soon become tested as you unravel a dangerous mystery by working alongside the accomplished and yet enigmatic Professor Fig to try and discover if the rumors of a mounting goblin rebellion hold any weight, and if the safety of Hogwarts lies in the balance.
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat he really is.
Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize.
The wizarding world of this era is fraught with dangers. Creatures corrupted by a magical force, powerful goblins, and sinister witches and wizards, all willing to fight, even kill, to achieve their own goals. In fact, there's an uneasy alliance between the goblins and dark wizards.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who is this child? Are you not telling me?
But perhaps you shouldn't involve yourself with that just
Harry
yet.
Potter Jr.? This world has a lot that they can really do with it. Like, I think Netflix, HBO, somebody really needs to spend money and make a series out of it. Because it's not
Enemies possess unique defensive and offensive abilities,
gone,
including
whatever.
blasting
You don't have to
curses,
have
stunning spells, enchanted
a dark
weaponry,
wizard trying
and
to
more.
take over the
While
entire
some
world,
may attack
you know?
directly, others might enchant and
But
incapacitate
things
you.
can go bad. easy.
Mastery of the shield charm allows you to deflect ranged spells and direct weapon strikes.
And just to create a new story in that world. I mean, there's a lot to
Counterattack
do.
with powerful stunning charms, allowing you to follow up with extended spell combinations. Students who become particularly adept at spellcasting will find many ways to exploit their enemy's weakness.
Like, the combat and everything looks all very familiar, to be honest. Like, it doesn't look like there's anything particularly
Slam with
new.
Descendo.
It looks exactly like stuff we've already seen
Roast with Incendio.
in the past in different games.
Devastate your enemies using various finishes.
What game
You
is
can
this?
even use the mysterious, powerful magic your professors
Hogwarts
do not
Legacy,
understand
man.
to obliterate your strongest foes. Mixing and matching dozens of spells will let you define your combat style. On your path to become the ultimate duelist.
Now, the real question for me is, if they're building, like, if this is going to be a bigger game, there's going
Perhaps
to
you'd
be
be
a
good
lot
enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time.
of graphics, a lot of stuff
In
going
addition
on.
to classes and spells, you'll have access
on
to
the
a deep
screen.
set of upgrades, talents, and skills
Uncharted.
to aid your
Yeah,
progression as a wizard. Complete challenges throughout the world to earn experience. Level up your abilities by choosing
Is it gonna
talents
be
to
worth it
upgrade
for
your
me
spells, plants, and potions to
play this
increase
game
their
basically?
power. Decide which
Would it
talents best
really
fit your
work well on
playstyle
the PS4?
to allow you to focus on your favorite types of magic.
Or am I going to have
You can
to buy
also
a
loot,
PS5 just to
buy,
play
or
this?
craft your own magical gear that will increase your offensive and defensive
And I'm not being
capabilities in
blown away
combat.
here.
Gear can be upgraded and specialized to
fine.
allow for greater abilities for your chosen playstyle.
Use a strong, even motion when cutting your ingredients.
Spells are not the only tools at your disposal in combat. As you hone your wand skills, you can continue to further your magical education at Hogwarts, progressing your development as a witch or wizard. Brew potions that can increase your power when you need a boost. Grow and deploy magical plants to mob the battlefield and keep your enemies at bay.
But like all the combat stuff, it just looks like it's taking.
You can
place
even
kind of
unleash
generic,
deadly
like,
mandrake
let's set it
seedlings
out,
to
you're here,
incapacitate
you go here,
unsuspecting
you go here,
enemies.
you go here.
In Beasts class,
And
you
then
will
my
learn
turn,
about a
your turn.
variety of magical beasts you might encounter, both at school and as you explore the world surrounding the castle and its grounds.
The goal of today is to remind all of you how to maneuver on a broomstick safely.
Learning and mastering broom flight is highly recommended so that you may travel around the world more quickly.
I want you to do my herbology homework.
You're despicable.
Some abilities may be taught to you by students who become your friends. As you develop relationships with these schoolmates, they can accompany you on your journey as your companions. And over time, you'll learn their stories.
This is our chance.
Natsai Onai is a brave adventurer driven by the justice she seeks. Poppy Sweeting has a kind heart and loves magical beasts, connecting with them more easily than with humans.
But what happens now?
Unafraid of detention or breaking the rules
Sneaking in the restricted section again!
is Sebastian Sallow, a charismatic Slytherin
We've been over this, boy. Hufflepuffs cannot reverse a curse.
with a troubling family secret.
Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
You'll meet these students and more as you explore common rooms, hallways between classes, and regular gathering areas.
Welcome to the Room of Requirement.
I I gotta be honest,
One
I
of
would
the
love
most
to be able,
remarkable
like, to
secrets of
just
Hogwarts
have
is
a game where
known
you get
as
to
the
just
Room of
explore
Requirement.
the castle and just find all the stuff in there and have it be really cool and do
You're
a
introduced to
bunch of
this
stuff.
space that
There's a
seems to
mystery within
sense
the
what you
castle
need
doing
and
all
then
that kind of
provides it for you.
whatever. Just being a fan of the series.
Since
like,
you
just
need to catch
kind
up
of
to your
experience
peers,
it.
the room provides space for you to sow and harvest plants, brew potions, and upgrade your gear. A helpful house elf named Deke helps you discover vivariums that allow you to nurture your own menagerie of magical beasts.
What is it? Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out.
You can freely customize this space to reflect your personality and magical specialties. Not everything you need on your journey is available at Hogwarts. You'll want to visit the nearby wizarding village of Hogsmeade, where loads of shops and vendors can provide you with the supplies you require.
I told you guys
From potion ingredients and recipes
Universal
to seeds for magical plants
I wanted
to all
use the
sorts
free
of gear.
broomsticks and I didn't get a chance to. Yes.
But Hogsmeade also has its dangerous side. A band of dark witches and wizards, emboldened by the turmoil of the times, wander the village outskirts. You must avoid them or defeat them. As you explore, you'll find the world surrounding Hogwarts is alive with activity, wonders, and areas of unusual interest. As the school year progresses, dynamic seasons and climates will fill the sky with lightning or sunshine, or coat the ground with snow or rain. Unique wizarding hamlets pepper the countryside, each with vendors and residents who have stories to tell, and missions with which they could use your assistance. Be on the lookout for enchanting magical puzzles that may very well have been designed by Merlin himself when he was a student at Hogwarts. Magical beasts roam the lands outside the castle walls. Some have been corrupted by a mysterious dark magic, while others are at risk of poachers and their traps. If you're feeling benevolent, you can rescue them and restore them to health in the Room of Requirement. But there are dangers beyond your understanding in the world as well. Dungeons and vaults hold perilous threats and also untold rewards. Be careful where you choose to explore, as it may lead you down a darker path.
Killing curse?
Master spells.
Our hero?
Befriend new allies. Journey across a landscape never seen before. Uncover ancient secrets. Combat mystical threats. Learn long-forgotten mysteries. Become the witch or wizard you want to be as you leave your unique mark on the wizarding world. Here, in Hogwarts Legacy.
So Christmas of this year is supposed to be coming out.
That was your first extended look at Hogwarts Legacy. Now let's hear from the real wizards and witches behind the game.
I gotta be honest, I don't know.
The attention to detail and the passion and the love for this brand that the team has is astonishing.
Like, I don't know if this will be
Our
good
team
on the
is
PS4.
so excited
It looks
to take all of the love that they put into this
like
as
in
fans
scope, it looks fairly
and give
big.
it to fans.
This is the
It
game
might
that
need
they've dreamed of for 20 years.
the new system. And again, is it going to be worth it for me to get a PS5 basically just to play this game?
The lore of the Wizarding World is already so rich, and all we had to do was harness those elements and build a game out of it.
The movies, the books, they all touched me in such a way. Like, it makes me want to go to experience Hogwarts, makes me put in so much more detail into this game.
We really want to make sure that anything we add or anything we play with or anything that we explore really feels authentic.
Bringing to life just the charm and the love, everything we have for the books, and then marrying that with the iconic experiences from the movies that fans will recognize is really just the perfect handshake between the two. Just the discovery of like seeing things portrayed for the first time. Maybe they've read something and had a picture in their head the whole time, but then finally to get to touch it, to walk around it.
You've got all these elements that can come together to create this amazing AAA open world action RPG.
When it comes to the open world, we just knew it wasn't going to be enough to just stare out of the windows of Hogwarts and wonder what it's like out there. But the final question that fans ask is, what's beyond that? What's beyond the Forbidden Forest? What's going to be beyond Hogsmeade? What's beyond the Black Lake if I start traveling south? And we just felt like we had to answer those questions.
Honestly, for me, I just want to explore the hell out of the castle. That's what I want.
We were creating a real wide palette of opportunities and ways to explore the world. You're going to see different stories that are really exclusive to who you were in the world.
Hogwarts Legacy is an original story that takes place in the late 1800s.
You are a new student who is starting at the famed School of Witchcraft and Wizardry as a 5th year, which is very unusual. So already there's a bit of an edge and a bit of a mystery.
The original story that we tell in the game is your story of what you did, in the Wizarding world that you haven't seen before.
Or make our own magic with our story we're trying to tell.
Fans are familiar with the Wizarding world from, the 1900s and on, really. But now, with this world, we're able to sort of create a space that's their own. Fans of the series will know that ancient magic has been around for a long time, to say the least, and that Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic. And the Avatar, the player, has the ability to sense it and possibly wield it or control it.
Our process of development started with rereading the books. And over development, we reread the books many times. Every time we'd start with a new feature, we'd dig into that, and then beyond, we would go into the films.
Being able to put our own spin on what this universe is was a pretty big deal. I helped design a piece that nobody has ever seen before, the Hufflepuff common room. As a Hufflepuff, you always wonder, what is my common room supposed to look like?
It's close enough to the world that we know that fans will recognize certain names.
But they're Hufflepuff, so you can
they'll
just
recognize
tell them, and it's
spells.
fine,
They'll recognize certain locations.
I recognize that doorway. I recognize that classroom.
But mostly, it's going to be an entirely new Wizarding world that no one's ever experienced.
When people engage in the Wizarding world, what's the one anchor? What's the thing that everyone comes back to? What's the thing that grounds it all and grounds all these characters and grounds all these figures? And for us, we really felt like that answer was Hogwarts itself. That school, that famous School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, is really what binds it all.
How to bring Hogwarts to life. That was a very big challenge because, as everybody knows, Hogwarts is huge.
Now we need to know exactly how this passage connects to this passage for a game, because you're going to have to walk it.
And of course, again, the Sentient Castle, it's got new surprises up its sleeves. It likes to keep its students on its toes. We've put so many little secrets and passageways and rooms in this castle.
We recreate those very important locations, and then there's these other places that are only mentioned in the books or just alluded to, and we have to make the connective tissue that brings all of it together.
Having a world that is a breathing, living world is very hard to do because it's all about the details. And as a concept team, we really got into those details and studied history, studied architecture.
I hope that when fans play the game, they get as lost in it as I do. I can just be reviewing a side mission, and all of a sudden I find myself wandering Hogwarts for 45 minutes because it's so beautiful.
The community is absolutely going to love Hogwarts Legacy.
It's going to be so fun.
Get that letter to Hogwarts and go to Hogwarts.
We're so excited for people to come to this, to inhabit it, to actually enter the Hogwarts that we built. This is your Hogwarts Legacy. We truly hope you enjoyed the Hogwarts Legacy State of Play. Our team is so grateful for the excitement and for the passion that all of you bring to this. It's truly what fuels us. On behalf of our team at WB Games Avalanche, We want to thank you for being here today, and we'll see you at Hogwarts.
That's our show. We hope you're excited for the magic
All
to
right.
come.
Whoops. I don't know, man. It looks all right. I really wasn't blown away by anything, though. It just seems kind of like what's the story? What's the plot? There's something going on. All right, we get that, but what? I mean, this is the first look, so and it says this is coming out holiday of this year, so that's probably around Thanksgiving, between Thanksgiving and Christmas. So we still have 8 or 9 months before it's coming out. So we'll get more, I'm sure, as we go, but no plot. Yeah, I mean, that was kind of it, Alex. That was like, so what's the driving force? I mean, it was a little bit like there's something mysterious going on. Well, okay, fine. But what? That's what I want to know. Like, that's the driving force of the whole thing. Again, I would love to get in there and literally just explore Hogwarts. I mean, to me, that would be cool. I'd be fine with a game that takes place, you're playing as one of the students, and you take Harry, Ron, Hermione, like all the old characters that we know from the original series, like take them all out of it. It could be after that, it could be before it. It doesn't matter to me, really. And just dig into, because again, there are lots of mysteries within that castle, so that you would get to explore all of that kind of stuff and deal with, like, again, kind of like in the books, really, like where you're in school all the time, you're exploring the castle, you're finding things that are going on in there, some kind of, again, whatever the mystery might be for that particular game, but you've got to go to certain parts of the castle to get the answers to certain things at in the middle of the night. You got to sneak around, you got to do whatever, and then you can again go out to the Dark Forest and go over to Hogsmeade. You got to go to Hogsmeade, right? And all those kinds of things. But the side games and all that, you could be on the Quidditch team, you could I don't know, you were on the dueling team for the dark arts or whatever it might be. I don't really want to go out into the world, though. Like the Harry Potter, Hogwarts, it's called Hogwarts Legacy. Like, let's keep it in Hogwarts. For the most part, you don't have to be stuck there completely, but explore the grounds, explore the castle itself. That's where, like, the main mystery, the main, meat of the story should be. But again, we don't even know what this story really is, other than you're a new student in the 5th year for some reason, which is weird. And there's something happening, but not really sure about what and whatever. It's just like, seems like you're going to class and you leave the castle to go find some magical creatures. And you can learn potions and all that kind of stuff. So, I don't know. I need to see more of it to... I mean, from what I saw, like, this is definitely not making me go, I gotta get a PS5 so I can play this game. Shame I don't have a PlayStation. Well, that's the thing too. Is like, all right, well, if it never gets beyond this, and again, it's it's the end of this year that this comes out, and I've got plenty of stuff lined up that I want to do on my channel until then. But again, there's still going to be 2 more years probably at that point before new zombie stuff comes out for me to do, the focus of my channel. Obviously, like 99% of it. So it could be something that I look into and do, but if I did, like, as of what I'm seeing right now, like, I'll get the PS4 version, and if it doesn't play great because it's, the last gen, I mean, so be it, but that doesn't, nothing about that made me like, I gotta get a PS5. Last PlayStation I had was a PS2. It's been a while. I was just thinking about this too, man. Like, I wasn't just thinking about this, I suppose, but GTA 5, I love that. I think it's the best game that I've ever played. It's my favorite video game that I've ever played. And that came out on the Xbox 360 for me. And they're still putting out new content for it. 10 years later, 8 years later, whatever it is now. I don't even know. I think it's about 10 years. But it's gone through 3 generations of consoles: the 360, or the PS3, 4, and now 5, and now it's the 360, the Xbox One, and now the Series XS, wherever whatever you have, and of course PC. And they just put out something new for it like last week, wasn't it? I didn't get big into the online stuff with that game. GTA Online is toxic, though. Love the campaign. Yeah, I mean that's why I didn't really get into the online stuff very much, because it is pretty goddamn toxic in there. The campaign, though, was, again, it's the best game I've ever played. It was an incredible story. They did such a great job with the social commentary in it. I mean, like, such a great job with it. And liked all the characters that you played as. The story was great. It was a huge story. The missions were cool to do. Like, everything about it I just loved. I really loved it. The world was so huge and so detailed. But the online stuff, yeah, 100%. Like, and you can literally pay to win for that game too, which made it just that much worse. People could spend real dollars and get in-game money and then buy up like everything and basically be super powerful. And it just kind of, honestly, it just kind of sucked as far as that goes. I mean, for me, I played it a little bit, but really not much, and was just like quickly like, nope, I don't think this is gonna do it for me. So, which is kind of a shame, because the missions, that they put out were, some of them were kind of cool, some of them were really dull. The online stuff were just kind of like, no. But it's like people took that game up like, and they like moved into that city, like they moved in, like they were moving to a real city, with their lives. Like, people take that real serious. I can't even imagine how much money that game has made them, man. I mean, the amount of billions. Again, it's been like 10 years, 3 console generations. They're still putting out new DLC for it. People still spending real dollars. I mean, if you go on Twitch right now and just like search, most viewers on games right now, I guarantee you it'd be right near the top. Actually, we could do that real quick. Let's find out. Just to have a look and see what's what. It's number 2 right now. It's the most watched game at the moment. Just chatting is 684,000 people. And then the first game is Grand Theft Auto 5. 274,000 people watching content on Twitch right now. And then Valorant with 200,000. And then down the line. But again, it's a 10-year-old game. It's the number 1 viewed thing on Twitch right now. Like, that's insane. And it's never, like, really dropped. They're milking it hard, Rockstar. Yeah, I mean, for me, yeah, that's, like, I've been done with it for a while, like, well, for years and years and years I've been done with it. It's just a shame that it's they have announced GTA 6 coming, but it's still for, like, what, 2025 or something like that? 2026? It's still years from now. So that'll be a 15-year game for them, something. GTA 6 is going to be massive. You would expect, especially after what we saw with Red Dead 2, another great game. Although I got kind of... I wasn't just playing that one for fun. I was making videos on that on my channel when that came out. So it was kind of a lot to do and a lot to edit and a lot, there was a lot of stuff to do it. So it kind of took the fun out of it a little bit for me. I should have just streamed it. I did stream it a fair amount, but I should have just streamed that game, period, rather than trying to make episodes out of it. But because it would take 6 months to make all the episodes, and you're putting out 3 videos a day. It's like, all right, it's too much. But that world that they built in Red Dead 2 was enormous as well. I mean, GTA 5 was huge. It's still impressive. Again, 10 years later, it's still impressive, the size and scope of that game, what they were able to do, the amount of interactable things in that world that you could get to, and it's just incredible. It's really incredible. So I've got nothing but, I'm massively anticipating GTA 6. Whenever that will be, I don't know, but like I'm ready for it. I'll be, I'll stream the hell out of that. I mean, provided I'm still doing this at that point. Love GTA 5 online heist with friends. Yeah, that's the thing is, like, again, I don't have many gamer friends, so, and, the ones I do, it's, like, super casual, so nobody that I knew, at least at the time, was very into it. So, again, I didn't do, like, all those heists and everything online with other people. I just played a few of the regular missions that they had, and, again, I quickly kind of was like, I'm not going to do this, but, yeah, I mean, they looked like fun, but I didn't get too into it. Okay, anyway, I was thinking I was going to maybe play through one game of Carrier after this, but honestly, I'm just not going to. I'm taking the day off from Exo Zombies, and I'm happy about it. I feel good about that. I'm glad not to. I really do need the break from it. Hogwarts Legacy looks okay. I was hoping I was going to be like, oh, yes. And nothing about it got me to that point. It looks fine. Doesn't look like there's anything wrong with it. It's just, again, there's nothing about it that's like, I cannot wait for this to come out. I just can't wait. Like, I'm so excited for when Hogwarts Legacy comes out. This half-hour or 20-minute whatever video that they just put out was like, yeah, it was fine. Have you played Warzone in a while? Dude, no. I haven't stepped foot on Caldera. And before that, I can't even tell you when I played Warzone. I just got sick of the solo campers getting killed by some dude in a bush, or some dude literally hiding on top of a building, never moving, with a sniper, and just waiting for you to, walk by, run by, whatever. It just got so annoying. And again, I'm not the best multiplayer player. I'm above average, but I can't just go into a lobby of Warzone solo and dominate, and people are, like, ugh. But it's so bad. Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing too, is like, even people that I used to watch stream Warzone, I'm just not interested in that new map. I don't really know what it is about it, but it doesn't hold any kind of excitement or mystery for me. It's just kind of, I don't know, there's nothing about it that I'm like, oh, I want to get into that. I really don't. And with the original Warzone, that map, Verdansk, it was actually pretty good. They added, a few things, and then Cold War gave it that kind of throwback feel to it a little bit. But nothing really changed. I mean, they opened up the stadium, I think on both versions, right? Yeah, and then like the Cold War version was kind of like that, bricked out, got bombed or whatever. I can't even remember. I must have played it during the Cold War life cycle at some point, but it was maybe halfway through that. So I haven't played Warzone in a long time. Rebirth Island is a mess. I did play that. That was actually probably the last time I did. I'm just going to go ahead and say it was last summer. That I actually did play with some friends, and we had fun, but I never cared for Rebirth Island very much. It is kind of fun because it's hectic and it's kind of wild, but that's also why it's bad at the same time. Anyway, it was okay. Rebirth Island never really did anything for me. It was okay. That was it. Verdansk was good for a while, but like, part of the fun of Call of Duty for me is like the whole thing of people talking about, now we have Blackout was better than Warzone. I won't ever argue with people that think that, and there are quite a lot of people that do think that, and I did enjoy Blackout quite a bit. I don't know, though, which is better. I mean, part of the thing with Warzone is the time to kill is so fast. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, you get a kid hiding in a bush or just perched up on top of a building, you know, in a little corner, just waiting for you to walk by that one little spot that they can see so that they can't get killed by anything else or seen by anybody else. And just waiting. And I've just died so many times that way. And it's just, or, you know, the people that just camp out. Solos are just a camp fest. It's just annoying as hell. And Blackout was better, definitely better for that, because you could take a few shots, move, put armor back on, heal up, do whatever. Your chance of staying alive was better. And you could still die to campers, obviously, people hiding in bushes and doing all that kind of stuff, obviously, definitely. But you had a better chance to survive, and then the gun skill could take over. In Verdansk, it was, the time to kill was so fast, kid hiding in a bush, and you're like, wait, what the hell? And you're dead. And like, I don't think you should be able to hide in bushes, period. As much as I don't like Fortnite, it's just kind of a clown show to me. I did enjoy it for a little bit, you know, back when it was becoming popular. But you can't really hide in that game, which I like. You know, there's a couple of buildings where you can kind of find yourself a little corner and do whatever, but you can't really hide in that game. You definitely can't hide like in a bush and all that kind of stuff. And that's the one thing that Blackout did wrong, I think, and that definitely Warzone did wrong, is the ability to just literally crawl inside of a bush and hide, and it was just terrible. Except the team killers in Blackout. I don't even know what that is. I played Blackout last week, and my teammate... Oh, see, I only ever played Blackout solo. I didn't know your own squad. So friendly fire is on in that version of the game, huh? I didn't even know that, to be honest. That's the thing, is anything you try to do with randoms, man, like, I mean, again, this is a zombies channel. Have you ever tried to play zombies and do an Easter egg with randoms? I mean, people do it just for the, you know, because it's funny and I'm going to troll them. And it's like, oh, yeah, great, troll them. That's hilarious. I mean, trolls to me, I shouldn't ever say this because it just invites trolls, but nobody's really watching it at this point. I think it's just me and you, Thunder, anyway. You got to play with friends. Yeah, 100%. Trolls are people that desperately wish that they were funny but aren't funny. And the one thing they can do is sabotage and go, ha ha ha, I fucked you over. Like, wow, that's amazing. Way to go. You could just... It's just... All right, whatever. I'll just leave it there. I'll leave it there. It really is, though. That's all they are. Or people when you're doing an Easter egg hunt. And they tell you, no, I saw it there. And then you go look for the thing back in, you know, up on the wall. Where is it? Where is it? Over here? No, yeah, it's to your left. And I'm just trolling. It's so funny how I got you to look in that spot. Yeah, man, you killed it. That's incredible. The way your mind works, I can't even keep up. It's just, your genius is staggering. Whatever. So if you want to be like that, whatever. I honestly don't really care. It's kind of the good thing about my channel right now. It's a small but very dedicated group of people. It is small. Like you, Thunder, and Eric, and, you know, there's a handful of us, you know, that are always showing up. Players is usually around and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, like they're good at people, they're into it, and they're into the game and doing all that kind of stuff. I'm not just here to fuck with you in a really lame way. He said trolls on Blackout every day. Like, bruh, so sad. Yeah. I mean, I don't get it. Like, just if you're not funny, just don't be funny then. Like, because it's just the lamest way to do it. It's like, it's a knock-knock joke. It's terrible. It doesn't matter how good it is. It's still terrible. All right. That's that. That's the stream for today. I am taking the rest of the day off. I will be back tomorrow with Exo Zombies, and we will do Carrier again. The good news from yesterday is, and why I feel a little bit positive about heading into tomorrow and completing that Easter egg, is we did keep advancing how far we had been into that Easter egg a little bit each time we were playing it. So we did move up. We, you know, one game and then we would go down to something stupid. Like, okay, fine. And then the next game we did move up a little bit. We got to the next step of the egg. And yesterday, if you were here watching, Thunder, I know you were. I mean, we spun, we went fishing 20-something times and still never got the shovel. The only thing we needed to get was the shovel. We're just waiting for that, and the game literally wouldn't give it to us. It's like being on Moon. It's like, I just need the wave gun, or I just need the Gersh devices, or I just need the QEDs. Like, the box just won't give it to me. I've been spinning for 20 rounds. It just won't give it to me. There's nothing I can do about it. It's the stupidest way to make an Easter egg. Like, that ending. I mean, I don't want to get mad. I'm relaxing today. I don't even want to think about it. But I do feel pretty good about it because, again, like I said, we were, getting to one spot, and then the next game we'd get another spot, and then the next game, like, up another level. So I do feel pretty good about it, like, that we'll be able to just knock this out and finally be done with it. And I just don't think I will ever play Advanced Warfare Exo Zombies ever again. But then next week, hopefully we can just start fresh with Descent. I think unanimously agreed as the best map in that game. The Easter egg in that is pretty difficult. Just in and of itself, forget the fact that Exo Zombies itself is just really hard because of how fast and you get your exosuit killed all the time, and just all that stuff. It's just remarkable. What a shitty game that is. You'll beat it though. I think so, man. I think we will. We'll knock it out tomorrow. Should start on time tomorrow. There's no reason why I wouldn't, unless I decide tonight to do something crazy, which probably just won't happen. I'm a fairly boring person. Anyways, all right, that's it. Thunder, thank you so much for showing up, and everybody else, thank you. And let me know if you're watching this as VOD. What do you think of the Harry Potter game? What is it? I mean, it's not a Harry Potter game. It's a Hogwarts game. What do you think of it? Does it look good to you? Are you genuinely excited? Like, this looks great. I can't wait to play it. Or you're kind of like me and I mean, it looks fine, but I'm not in any hurry. In another couple of months, maybe they'll put out another trailer, and then we'll get that actual story, and oh, okay, now I want to play it. That sounds like a cool story, something like that. So that's what I'm hoping for anyway, because it would be nice to get excited about something else that's coming out other than we don't really have anything zombies-wise coming out for a few years, or at least until fall of 2023 when Chronicles 2 will come out. Mark my words, it will. Later, Thunder. Later, everybody else. Have a great day.